Hey everyone, welcome back. Ready for another deep dive?
Let's do it.
Awesome. Today, we're all about reclaiming your time and energy.
Sounds like something we could all use a little help with.
Absolutely. And our guide for this journey, Michael Hyatt's Free to Focus.
Oh, I like this one. It's packed with practical advice.
Right. It's not about cramming more into your schedule. It's more about, well,
Working smarter, not harder.
exactly. Less hustle, more results. Who wouldn't want that?
Sign me up. So let's jump in. What's Hyatt's main argument?
Well, right off the bat, he challenges that whole always be hustling mentality.
Yeah, that constant pressure to do more, more, more.
It's exhausting. And Hyatt argues that it's not even effective in the long run.
So it's about finding a more sustainable way to work.
Right. Exactly. He's all about building a system that works for you, not against you. Which brings us to the first big idea, redefining productivity.
I like that. It's not just about checking off a million tasks.
Right. Hyatt really pushes us to think about our overall life goals. What are we actually working towards?
So are we just mindlessly churning through our to-do list?
Or are we actually making progress towards something meaningful?
That's a great question to ask ourselves.
Definitely. And I think that's where his free to focus framework comes in.
Oh yeah, the three-step system.
Stop, cut, act. Catchy, right?
Easy to remember.
Yeah.
So let's start with stop.
Okay, so stop. It's not about actually stopping work altogether. It's about...
Clarity, like hitting the pause button to figure out what really matters.
Exactly. Hyatt says you need to link your priorities to your life goals. And that doesn't just mean work goals. It's everything. Family, health, personal growth.
The whole picture makes sense.
Right, because if your work is pulling you away from what you value in life, it's a recipe for burnout.
No matter how efficient you are with your tasks, that underlying conflict will drain you.
Totally. So once you've hit that stop button and figured out your big picture goals, then what?
Then it's time to cut.
Ah, yes, cut. This is where we get a little ruthless.
Love it. Time to clear the clutter.
Hyatt gives us 3 strategies for cut: eliminating, automating, and consolidating.
Okay, eliminating, that one seems pretty straightforward.
Right. Just say no to anything that doesn't align with your goals.
Easier said than done sometimes.
True. But what about those tasks that you can't just eliminate? The unavoidable stuff.
That's where automating and consolidating come in handy.
Exactly. Automating isn't just for bills and scheduling anymore.
It's gotten so much more sophisticated.
Think about email filters that automatically sort your inbox, or using social media management tools to streamline your posts.
Oh, and project management software, that's been a lifesaver for me. Keeps everything organized and on track.
I've been using that too. And consolidating. It's all about grouping similar tasks together.
Like batching your errands, right?
Yep. Sounds small, but it saves so much time and mental energy throughout the week.
Little tweaks can make a big difference.
Absolutely. And all that save time and energy. Well, that's key for the third step. Act.
The doing part, this is where we actually make things happen.
But it's more than just writing a to-do list and plowing through it.
Oh, so much more. Hyatt talks about your daily big 3.
Intriguing. What are those?
It's all about identifying the 3 most important tasks for that day. The ones that, if you accomplish them, will have the biggest impact on your goals.
Ah, so it's about maximizing your impact, not just checking off boxes.
Right. It's about focusing your energy where it matters most.
So how do you make sure you actually get those big 3 done?
Well, Hyatt talks about creating focus mode blocks.
Focus mode. Tell me more.
It's all about eliminating distractions and giving those important tasks your undivided attention.
So noise-canceling headphones.
Definitely. Turning off notifications, putting your phone on Do Not Disturb,
Mhm.
maybe even using website blockers if you need to.
I get sucked into those internet rabbit holes way too easily.
Me too.
Yeah.
But those focus mode blocks can be game changer.
You know, this all makes so much sense, but sometimes I feel guilty taking breaks. Like I should be working all the time to be truly productive.
I know what you mean. But guess what? Hyatt actually emphasizes the importance of rest.
Really. He says rest is important.
He does, and not just to prevent burnout, though that's definitely important.
Right, burnout is the worst.
Hyatt says rest is actually a strategic advantage. It allows you to come back to your work with fresh eyes and renewed energy.
I've definitely noticed that when I'm well rested, I'm more creative and productive.
Absolutely. And that fresh perspective is invaluable.
So rest is not just about avoiding burnout, it's about maximizing your potential. I like that.
Right. Now, there's another key part of the ACT step we haven't touched on yet. Delegation.
Yes, delegation. I'll admit that's something I struggle with.
It can definitely be tough, but it's so worth it.
I always feel like it's just easier to do things myself.
Yeah.
But why is delegation so important?
Well, first off, it frees up your time and energy for the tasks that only you can do, those things that require your unique skill set.
Makes sense.
But beyond just freeing up your time, it's about empowering the people around you.
Oh, I like that.
When you delegate effectively, you're giving others the opportunity to learn and grow, to step up and develop their own skills.
So it's not just about dumping tasks on someone else, it's about helping them develop.
Exactly. And that creates trust and buy-in. It makes everyone feel more invested in the outcome.
It's a win-win. Less work for you and a more empowered team.
Absolutely. Now, Hyatt also gets into some specific tools and strategies that can help with all of this.
Oh, like what?
He talks about the ideal week planner, which helps you map out your time based on your priorities.
Ooh, planning. Love a good planner.
Right. And then there's the freedom compass, which helps you identify and eliminate distractions.
Freedom compass. Sounds almost like a self-assessment tool.
It is. It helps you figure out where you're losing the most time and energy.
So is it social media, email, just a lack of boundaries?
Could be any of those. But once you know what's holding you back, you can start making changes.
So the takeaway here isn't about downloading the latest productivity app.
It's about using technology in a way that supports your goals.
It's about being intentional with your time and energy.
Exactly.
And it's important to remember that all of this isn't just about work, is it? It's about living a more fulfilling life overall.
Absolutely. When you're focused on what truly matters, you have more time and energy for the things you love.
More time with family and friends, pursuing hobbies, or just relaxing and recharging.
It's about creating space for the things that bring you joy.
And ultimately, isn't that what it's all about? Having a life that feels aligned with your values.
Totally agree.
So if you can sum up the most powerful message from Hyatt's book, what would it be?
That's a tough one. But I think it would be to start with identifying your daily big three.
Those 3 high-impact tasks.
Yes, it's a simple concept, but it's incredibly powerful. It helps you make sure you're spending your time on what truly matters.
I love it. And to our listeners out there, why not give that a try?
Yeah, even just starting with a 30-minute focus mode session.
It's a step toward taking control of your time and energy.
A step toward that free-to-focus life.
Exactly. Keep diving deep, everyone, and we'll catch you in our next episode.
See you then!